There we go. I'm here. There we go. I'm here. Oop, let me turn that off. Let's get everything set up here. Turn that off. Turn this and this off. That's good. Here I am. 8 people right now. Oh, wow. It's been a while, huh? Turn this light on. There we go. Echo, turn on. Echo, turn off pool light. Okay. Hello. Somebody say hi in the chat so I know you can hear me. Gary Crochet. I apologize. I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that right. Crochet. First supporter. We'll talk about that a little later. And people are saying hi. Boogeyman Spud, hi. S3204, nice seeing you again. Peter Senna, hello. Oh, there might be some more people joining. We're just going to forge right ahead because I'm, you know me, I ramble. But I did make a list of things to talk about, but it's nothing special. I'm back. What does that mean? Why was I gone? What does being back mean? I have never left YouTube. Yeah, I can't quite read my notes without my reading glasses. End of May, I think it was. I made a live stream video or something. I made a video and said that I was taking time off of YouTube. What does that mean? Man, I was burned out. I was overwhelmed, burned out. I wasn't feeling good. I wasn't in a good place. And on top of that, in April, my YouTube channel, my Google account and YouTube channel was hacked. And I mean, that just, it's like a personal attack. You feel violated. So I was in a negative place to begin with. I was overwhelmed, trying to do a bunch of different things, trying to play better pool and just putting all kinds of pressure on myself and dealing with projects around the house. And I was just burnt out and I had to relieve some pressure. And so I turned off my YouTube and Patreon supporters who had been following me. And I stopped making any new videos. I'd still made my Rack of the Week videos and I'd posted a couple little things, but pretty much took time off. And so I was asking myself, what am I doing? Do I really want to do this? Is this what I want to do? Do I want to keep making YouTube videos? Do I want to do something else? Why am I not happy? I need to be happy, etc. All those kinds of things. And so the last 2 months has been a process of discovery and just fooling around and not doing anything and having fun and relaxing and just a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm not going to say I'm done doing all that. I'm still in the process of discovery and things I want to do. But I'm here to tell you this. I'm going to keep going with YouTube, and I'll explain what that means. I got a whole long list of stuff. And this is the interactive Q&A. I don't have to stick to any order. I'm watching the chat right here in the corner of my screen. So if you have a question, just type it in, and I'll just stop whatever I'm doing and answer your question. Unless if it's too long and convoluted, then I'll make a video about it later. But what did I think about and what did I come to? I finally came to the realization that here's the thing that I had to realize is I don't have to do this. I don't have to do YouTube. Where I stand right now on YouTube, I make a little bit of money, not a lot, from ads on people watching my videos. And that's very nice. I'm semi-retired. Everything's paid for. I have no bills. My house, car, everything's paid for. I have no debt. I have bills. Everyone has bills. So I need to make money to pay my bills, but it's very minimal because I'm semi-retired. And I sell stuff. I sell these Ghost Gamer deals, and I'm selling these Bridge Mates, which you've probably seen. Oop. Try and grab one. I sell these Bridge Mates and Rail Mates, and I'll probably talk more about those later, but you've probably seen those. And I make racks and sell other things online. And I do other things too to make money. So I don't have to do YouTube. Okay, so why are you doing YouTube? So I started YouTube just because as a fluke, just to see what would happen. And for unknown reasons, after a while, I don't know how long it was, might have been a year or so, I got up to 10,000 subscribers. And I was like, holy crap, 10,000 subscribers. Are you kidding me? And the thing just kept growing. And no matter what I do, good or bad, the growth of subscribers just stays on a steady, the same rate. It just keeps going like that. And I don't know why. And so I think if I try and figure out why, I'll ruin it. I just got to be myself. But the point is this. The question is, okay, I could stop making any new videos. I could stop logging on to YouTube at all. And all those videos would be there, and anyone new to them would watch them, and I would probably continue to make money from YouTube for a little while, and then it would start to decline if I don't make any new YouTube videos. I don't have to do this, is the point. And I'm 62. I could start collecting my Social Security. I don't plan on collecting Social Security for a couple more years, but I don't have to delay. I could take it now. I'd rather wait a few years, and so it, you get paid a little bit more. I've done all the projections with Social Security, the spreadsheets projecting out to 80 years old, 90 years old, blah, blah, blah. And yes, it's interesting to say, okay, if you start sooner, if you start the soonest, immediately when you qualify, you collect a lot of money. The break-even point for most people is around 79 years old. You would have to live past 79 years old to make it worthwhile to delay taking your benefits. And so that's the big question. Am I, I don't, who knows? Nobody knows. My heart's still ticking okay right now, but who knows? I'm only 62. So, but I think more important for me, if you don't need the money right away, I think more important is the dollar amount you collect in Social Security each month, rather than the cumulative total. I don't care so much about the cumulative total. It's going to be a big number any way I take it if I live to be 80 years old. Sure, if I live to 85, it'll be a bigger number if I do it one way versus the other. But I don't think that it's not a big enough percentage to matter a lot. It matters, but what matters more is month to month. You go to that mailbox once a month and get that check, and it's either this big or it's like 25% more if you delay a few years. And I think that month to month is what matters to me. So I'm not taking Social Security right now is the point. Which would, if I was taking it, then I really wouldn't need YouTube, but it's nice. But am I doing it only for the money? No, that's the point. No, I'm not just doing it for the money. It's not that much to begin with, but it might become to be more, and that would be cool. Somebody typed something in. Let me take a look. Mark Nanashi, you have great content and love detailed info on grip and grip pressure throughout the stroke. Now, I've been meaning to do that, so I'm going to take my list. I have a list here. It looks like it's longer, but I've got it in the computer now, and it's typewritten pages, and I've been organized into topics. So that topic would be under, I'm going to put it under fundamentals. Detailed info, I'm writing it down. Detailed info, grip, and grip pressure. And I've had that request before, and I've thought about it, and only today do I feel qualified, because just in the last 3 months, I've learned several different things that are crucial. So I would not have been able, I would have attempted an answer 6 months ago or earlier, but I feel like I'm really qualified to talk about it now. And so I've put it on the list, Mark, and I'll just kind of give it a priority star. Maybe I'll do that. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. I'm going to be making more videos, instructional videos more often. So the number one way to be successful on YouTube is to enjoy what you're doing. If you're talking about a topic that you're not emotionally interested in yourself, that's going to show up. And I'm a pool fanatic. I have been since I was 18 years old. And I think that shows up in my videos. And I think that's the number one reason why I still have this growth like this, because I'm not trying to be somebody else. When I'm online, you see who I am. I'm a dork that plays pool. And I just, so that shows through. And there's so many of you apparently that are trying to learn as well. And so we're trying to learn together. And so for that reason, I've decided I'm going to continue with YouTube. The difference is I was putting too much pressure on myself before to be super professional and just make everything polished and detailed and organized. And that's the procrastinator in me that wants to be a perfectionist. No, so I'm not going to do any more of that. I was in the process back in May of making a video on speed control, and it should have been done in like 1 or 2 weeks. And then my YouTube channel got hacked. It took me 2 months to finish that video. But by the time I finished it, I had hacked it down to half the size. And that was very hard for me to do because I wanted to be thorough and detailed on all these different aspects of it. And I was like, no, I've got to stop doing that. That's what's causing all the pressure and all the stress. So rather than making 5 videos a year, each one 40 minutes long, I'm going to make 20 videos a year. And each one's going to be 5 to 8 minutes long. And I'm going to do less with all the graphics on the screen and more me on the table showing, demonstrating things and talking about things. And so the speed control video was a little bit shorter. I think it was like 9 minutes long. And then the next video that is going to be released in the next few days is going to be on the ghost ball. And I hate this video, but it's the thing I'm trying to do. Why do I say I hate it? It's because it doesn't have a lot of information. It's only going to be 6 minutes long. But the information that it has is going to be accurate. And I don't have to try and rush to fit a whole bunch of things in the video. I can take my time and just go, here, look, 1, 2, 3 videos over. And I think people like that better. I think they can digest topics in smaller bites. And that's healthier for me because then I'm not stressing trying to create a big epic of a video. Let's see. Any tips to help go from analytical at the table mode into shut your head up? Boogeyman Spud. Yes, that's called. There's 2 transitions in your process when you're shooting, and one of them is the transition when you do your final backstroke, and then forward when you shoot. That's a transition. The transition you're talking about is the transition from planner to shooter. So when you're at the table, you shoot shots. You shoot one shot, and then you get up and you shoot another shot, and then you get up and you shoot another shot. Well, there's a transition because when you finish a shot, you stand up, and then you look at the table, and you might walk around, and whatever you do, you're planning your next shot. And then you get to a point where you're done planning, and you stand behind the cue ball and begin your shot routine, pre-shot routine, and enter the shot and all that. So that's the first transition from planner to shooter. So I hope that makes sense to you, but I will write it down as well because I can make a video about that. There's more to say about that. And that's I'm going to put that in under the mental aspect. That's so what do you say? Help, yeah, tips / help transition planner to shooter. That's a good one. It's a real good one. So hopefully, I'll talk about that later. Anyway, Doug Drews, you've been a huge help in my game. I bought your book and I love it. Thank you very much for buying my book. I appreciate that. I used to have a copy here, but they keep selling them. We ship them from Denver, and I ship them from here sometime, and I don't have any. But it's been a few years since I wrote that book, and I've been afraid to look at it. And every once in a while, I'll just randomly open it up to a page and read, and I'm like, hey, this is actually pretty good. So I'm happy with that book. Doug, for those who don't know, Doug is talking about my book on straight pool. And you can get that on my website, shortstoponpool.com. And of course, I'm going to shameless self-promotion. Let me just bring it up here and bring you guys to it. Right here. Yeah, there we go. Let me bring this up on the screen. See if this works. There it is. Slide this over here so that it's not, oops. It's going to be in front of me. I'll shut it off in a second. This is the screen capture of my website, shortstoponpool.com, and there's tons of stuff here, everything that I sell and everything that I do. And one of them is here, 2 pool books I have. Well, I wrote this one, A Shortstop on Straight Pool. Great book. And then Billiards for Beginners. My co-author of the Shortstop on Straight Pool wrote a book called Billiards for Beginners. So if you go to shortstoponpool.com, you can click on either one of those and it'll take you to links to tell you about those books and where you can buy them. Okay, that's what Doug's talking about. And let's see, where was I at? Okay. So in a couple days, you're going to see a video on the ghost ball. Real simple video, but important stuff. And I wanted to gather these specific points into one single video on the ghost ball. And then later on, maybe I'll extrapolate further. Anyway, how do I know that it's right? I have a funny anecdote. How do I know that this is what I want to do? Here's how. This is for anyone. If you wake up in the morning and before you get out of bed, you're thinking about things that you have to do today. You have to do this and this and that and the other thing. And then you think about the fact that today you have time and you get to play pool for 2 hours. And that thought makes you throw open the covers and get out of bed. That's how you know that you're doing the right thing. If you're sitting in a chair with the TV on, watching a documentary, and you find yourself not paying attention to the documentary, and you're starting to think about the pool table that's on the other end of the house, and you turn off the documentary to go play pool, that's how you know you're doing the right thing. And then how about this one? How about this one? Walking around the grocery store, I've done this more than once. I'm walking through the aisles of the grocery store, and I'm like, what's going on? What is that? And, oh, you can't see it right now. But I'll be walking through the grocery store, and I bump into something, and I'm like, oh, what's going on? What is that? My chalk holder. I've got my chalk holder on at the grocery store. Have you ever walked out of the house, unlock the car, get in, start the car, put your hands on the steering wheel, and you're still wearing your pool glove? That's how you know you're doing the right thing. So that's how I know I should be doing this. The line between passion and addiction can be blurred. It is, yes, absolutely. Hey, YOLO McSwagson, how you doing? Where is Solar Dale? Somebody ring him up. I miss him. All right, let's see. I wanted to show, I have other interests, just in case you guys think all I do all the time is play pool. And where was it? Well, for a lot of years, 2009 till a few years ago, I was doing a lot of photography. I'm an amateur photographer. All the pictures that are scrolling across the screen right now, those are mine. Countless trips, most of them out west. And I haven't done that in a while. The beer bug kind of shut stuff like that down. People stopped taking vacations and trips, including me. And so one of the reasons that I think I was feeling overwhelmed and stressed is I wasn't doing anything else. I was almost only playing pool, and that's no good. It's not healthy. So I'm going to get out on the road and take some trips, schedule some trips, and take my camera with me. These are all pictures that I've taken. And so tell me what you think of those pictures, because I could put those on my website for sale. I've tried selling my photography before, and it's really hard because there are a lot of good photographers out there. There's tons of good art, good photographs. And like this is Maroon Bells. Every good photographer has a picture of Maroon Bells. That's Chaco Canyon. That's an awesome place. So I've got a website. I could put it on there, or maybe I create another website on the same platform for my photography. I could do that. Let me know. It's nothing that I'm going to say, oh, I need to start making a living selling photographs. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to stress myself out. Like I said, I don't need it, but I'm willing to create a website and sell photographs if some people think there's enough interest, just because I enjoy it. Somebody's typing something in. Let's go see what they're saying. Sup, Yolam Swagson. Straight pool is a really complicated game. Book helps me. And the videos come. Yes. Thank you, Doug. I appreciate that. Yeah, and I even said on my last rec of the week, I was ranting. I was putting down 9-ball and saying how straight pool is the hardest game, and it is. Okay, that's one thing. Another thing is my woodworking, and I think I got a picture I can bring up. I want to show you something else I'm doing. Let me find it. One moment. Let's see. Photo slideshow. Where is it? I got too many things in this music. Window capture. Oh, no, it's an image. Oops. Music, title. Well, let me just bring it up. Image. One second. As you guys know, I've got a workshop. There we go. Oh, wait. Here it is. And I build pool racks up there. And I don't promote those a lot. Again, it just has to be something you enjoy. Whoa, way too big. Why didn't that just get smaller? Image, transform, reset. Transform should be a fit to screen. There we go. Cutting boards. What do you think of that cutting board? So I've got lots of projects. Part of the reason that I moved to this house is I was able to build a woodworking shop in half of my garage. And I actually built these back in Denver, and I intended on building more. Not necessarily cutting boards, but other art projects in woodworking. And so, if I'm stressing over pool and YouTube videos, I don't spend any time at all in the wood shop building projects. It's just some cool cutting boards. And so just an example of what I can do. And I'm just getting into it. I want to do a lot more. So breaking up my work on YouTube into smaller tasks. I've been watching a lot of videos on psychology and mental fitness and stuff like that. As a procrastinator, that's the thing I have to do. I have to create smaller chunks for me to bite into and not try and take on huge projects. And so that's what I'm going to be doing. And so I'm going to be doing photography and woodworking and stuff like that too. Just to let you know, this isn't all I do. I'm going to be taking some trips. Solar panels are performing great. I was expecting them, June 21st is peak sun. So I was expecting June and July to have to show more energy, more electricity generated than I had been seeing. And from February up to June, the daily, monthly energy generated kept going up and up and up. And I was like, okay, I'm going to get to my max. Well, we got to middle of the June, all the way through to now is the monsoon season here in Arizona. And it's been raining one day and then cloudy another day and then dust storms another day. Holy crap. And then, in June, there was a couple of them. And I was like, man, my production went down a little. And I went and looked, and it was because of the dust storms. There was all kinds of dust on the solar panels. So I got out the garden hose and I went up on the roof and sprayed them off and cleaned them off. And that helped. But in a couple of days, they got dusty again. And that's when I got into this whole thing with the water in my house. And I learned the water here is super hard. And when you use hard water and you spray off your solar panels, or for that matter, wash your car in your driveway, it leaves all those minerals on your car, which don't evaporate when the water dries and collect dust and leave stains and things. And so the production did not go up in June and July because of that. And I bought a water softener and installed it. Did that last week. I installed it, and that kicked my butt for 3 days. But it's working, and I'm getting ready to do a second water test. I've got the data from the first one, and it was really hard water, so it should be better. But I don't know if it's going to be good enough to spray the solar panels off and get it to not leave any residue yet. I might have to get a deionizer as well to put on the tap. Some people buy deionizers just for one hose spigot for washing their car. Well, I would do the same thing for washing my solar panels. So the solar panels are working. They're working great. I actually, the last couple of months, I have had to pay a bill because the air conditioning runs 24/7 here in Arizona. But the bill has been tiny. I'm probably going to pay at most $150 for the entire year. And that's because all winter long, I bank money. It's a negative bill all winter long, negative 20, 30 bucks. And then when my bill in the hot months is like 50 bucks, 40, 50 bucks. So at the end of the year, it's not much. So the solar panels are doing their job. They're excellent. They're still going to pay off. But I got to get the water figured out so that I can spray them clean, because it's dusty out here. And even usually they recommend cleaning your panels twice a year. I probably have to do it 4 times a year just because we get these dust storms and get dust blowing around on those. But I'd like to be able to stand on the ground and spray them. You can hire a professional cleaner who will come out with a soft brush and soap and climb up on the roof and do a thorough job. But if I can just spray them from the ground and the water will evaporate and not leave a residue, that'll be good. And then once a year I can go up with soap and clean them properly with soap. So anyway, they're doing good. Let's see. Solar panels, breathtaking. Thank you. Best pool halls in Denver area. I don't know anymore. I left there a year ago. So there were 2 places to play pool in Denver 3. Felt, which is in kind of south central Denver. It's Hampton and now I'm forgetting the names of all the streets in Denver. Anyway, you can look it up. Felt. And then on the west side, northwest up in Arvada, was Mile High Billiards. And then on the east side is Piazzas, which they only had 2 9-foot tables, but they were tight diamonds, and then a bunch of bar tables. But the guys over there, they get pros coming in every so often. Shane Van Boning and just Yap there's been several pros. So that's a great pool hall out there. But there's now a pool hall called Pharaoh's, and I don't know where it is. And there might be another one. So yeah, go online, go to Facebook, Denver Pool Players on Facebook, and ask them where are the best pool halls, and they'll give you a good list. Have you had any scorpions? No, I have not had any scorpions. I did have, I don't know when, 6 months ago now. Oh, no. Well, yeah, probably 5 months ago. I caught 1 cockroach in my house, and that I didn't need any more incentive. I got the bug spray, and I went to work on this house, and that was it. No more bugs. So no. And then I put the little sticky insect traps in the garage and other places, and they stop them. So I don't get anything. There's no scorpions around here. I did almost step on a rattlesnake. I went hiking a couple months ago, but he rattled, and I was like, whoa, and took a step back. Use a leaf blower to blow the water off. Yeah, I mean, I could, but that means I got to get on the roof. If you can keep this tall 16-year-old guy off the roof, I'm going to clean my panels more often. So the point of having soft water and deionized water is the key. If it's deionized, the water evaporates and it does not leave anything. So then I can just stand on the ground and spray it. Spray them clean. So that's what I want to do there. Anyway, people want to hear about pool. All right, let's see. Announcement. Guess what? I'm going to play the Pro Straight Pool event in Florida in November. Yes. I hope I can win a match. Why do I say that? I've won 2 matches, both. I've gone the last 2 years and I've won 2 matches. Or did I win 3? No, I don't think I did. I think I won 2 matches each year. There's a number of other amateurs that go and play. I won a match versus Max Eberle, who's a pro, but he didn't play his best match. And so it's going to be hard. But same as Charivari just played the European Open, and we won 1 match, but I believe it was against another amateur. I'm not sure. But, I mean, just all the respect in the world to go play in these events like Charivari did and just step up against the pros. And so that's what I'm doing as well, experience points. And I learned recently that the tournament this year, usually they played in Norfolk on diamonds with 4.5-inch pockets. This year, that's in Florida, the tables have 4.25-inch pockets. That's not good for straight pool. And the pros who are in the straight pool event undoubtedly will have played the 9-ball event on the exact same tables the week earlier. So they're going to be tuned in on those tables. So I got my work cut out for me. But I'm going to go up to Phoenix here. There's diamonds with tight pockets up in Phoenix, and I'm going to go play some straight pool on those. I've played plenty of straight pool on tighter pockets. No problem. It changes the game a little bit. You got to be more precise with your cue ball. Your safeties, long distance safeties, are more effective. So it changes the game. You're probably not going to see as many 100-ball runs, but you're still going to see good quality straight pool and racks run. And I'm looking forward to it. And so let's see. Did somebody say something else here? So I'm going to go play that. That's in November. So I have roughly 3 months to practice, and I'll talk about my practice in a second. I want to point out, if you look at the chat, it should be available now. I don't know how, because I'm not an expert at these things. Yeah, okay. There's a thing called Super Chat. So I am accepting donations. I'm not proud. If you want to help me go to Florida to play in the straight pool event, any donations would be appreciated. It's $500 to play. The flight is $600. The hotel is $1,000. Meals, rental car. I mean, it's expensive to go play, and I'm unlikely to collect any money in prize fund. But I might. I'm going to try. I might. I'll try. But I'm accepting donations, and just if you wish to donate to help me be able to keep making videos on YouTube, I appreciate that. So the super chats are on. So this is a good place to also talk about YouTube. So let me bring that up, just so you can see what it looks like. All right, YouTube and Patreon. So let me bring this thing up. Bing. This is my Patreon page. There's a website called Patreon. It's where you can donate to help me make videos on YouTube. So on Patreon, I have 3 membership tiers. I'll just talk about these first. There's the $2 a month, and it's called Supporter. And all that is your support helps me make better videos. It means I don't have to do so much selling of other stuff and other stuff that I do to make money, and I can sit here and make videos for you guys. The other membership level is called Fanatic. And I just turned this back on. I had like 30 members before I turned YouTube off a couple of months ago to take my break. I have 7 members back now. The second level is called Fanatic, and that's $7 a month. For that, you also get to read my regular blog posts. So on here, this is my creator page. You won't see this, but if you join on Patreon, it's a blog. You'll see daily posts, or whenever I post something. It'll be something I type, or it'll be a video that I make, and it's only available to my supporters on Patreon or on YouTube. And so it'll be things like I'm playing pool and I realize something and I'll talk about it, whether it's a physical thing about my fundamentals, or a strategy thing, or patterns, or the mental game, or a video I saw about a mental game, all kinds of stuff. And so if you join as a fanatic on Patreon, you will get access to at least a year's worth of those that I made up till last May, and then anything new that I publish. Also, when I do my Rack of the Week videos, I do a little scroll or show all my supporters' names on the screen, and your screen name will be there. So shout out to my supporters. And then I also do a weekly road to 200. So I'm trying to run 200 balls. And so once a week, I'll post a blog post that talks specifically about that. And all of those blog posts, it's interactive chat. It's just like messaging. You can reply to what I say, and other patrons who are also supporters can reply to what you say. And we can all have a conversation and talk about pool. So that's what that is. That is also available on YouTube. If you go to, let me go to YouTube, 1 second. I'll go to YouTube real quick here. And then I probably have to go over here. Oh yeah, it's coming up on your screen right now. And let me go to me. Come on. Okay, when you go to my Shortstop on Pool YouTube page, see this button right here below my name called Join? If you click on Join, you'll get this video where I talk about what it means, but it's exactly what I just said. It's $1.99 a month to be a supporter, or, where's the other level? Oh, student. $6.99 a month, and you get the things I just talked about, the blog post, the shout out on my videos, and connecting on social media. Okay? So it's Patreon or YouTube, either one, whichever one you choose. And it's exactly the same benefits either way. There's one additional thing on Patreon, and I call it Disciple, if you see down here on the bottom. Disciple is for people who are serious. It's $50 a month. And if you want to, you can join for 1 month and then quit. But you get one opportunity to send me a video of you playing pool. You choose the topic, and then we'll talk about what video I'd like to see, and then you record the video and send it to me, and then I do a commentary. I review the video, just like my Rack of the Week videos, where I review the video that you send me, and I'll draw on the screen and talk about things and give you instruction, give you a lesson focused on the topic that you choose. And I'm limiting that to 8 people, because I'm not going to be able to handle more than 8 per month. And if that becomes too much, I'll cut it down. But that's only on Patreon. So you have to join on patreon.com if you want to become a disciple. $50 a month. So once per month, we can do this, and then you'll get assignments, drills, challenges, things to work on. And then the next month, you can send me another video, and we do repeat the process. So it's a way to get some instruction. It's going to be like an hour's worth per month. So it's not going to be, you don't have unlimited access for $50 a month, but you do get personalized training. Okay, so that's it. That's enough about that. And I want to apologize to everybody, because I had like 20 supporters on Patreon and like 35 or 40 supporters on YouTube before I took this break from YouTube. And I'm not going to do that again. I won't do that to you. And part of the reason is you get little perks on YouTube where it shows how long you've been a member, and that's something people can be proud of. They've been a member for 6 months or a year or whatever. And so I want to give you feedback in that respect. Let's see. Somebody typed something. What'd they say? I dropped out of Patreon because they kept collecting. Oh, Al Silver Q, how you doing? Hey, they were not supposed to do that. They were supposed to stop it and then give you a refund. So if you need some money, you just tell me and I'll send it to you. No questions asked. No problems. Silver Q. But it's back on. It's back on if you want to rejoin. No pressure. Nobody pressure for anybody, but I want to my new folk. I was stressed out also over the responsibility of giving the perks, the extra content to my supporters on Patreon and YouTube. And so I no longer I had like 4 or 5 levels, and it was too complicated. So now it's much simpler. $2 a month, And all you get is the knowledge that you're supporting me, $7 a month, and you get access to all the private stuff that I submit. And that's much simpler. So I don't have to think I have to fulfill all these things. I can just be me and sit down at the computer once every other day or however often I feel like and type these things in. And I think it was helpful. And I got lots of good feedback from my supporters too that helped me and pointed me in other directions in my pool training. So it's been a two-way street also. All right, what else? I'm going to do live streams. I'm going to try to do. Last year, in the lead up to the pool tournament in Norfolk, I was doing a thing called the Daily 50. I was going online every single day and trying to run 50 balls. I had some success. I also had plenty of great failures, and you saw me get mad and throw my cue around and all kinds of crap. But it was real. But I did manage to run 50 balls, get a 50-ball run almost every day for like 60 days in a row. Sometimes I got a 50-ball run in less than an hour. Sometimes it took much longer. I don't think that's the right way to go. I will still do live streams, but I'm not going to do the Daily 50. But I am going to schedule once per week to do a live stream where I'm trying to run as many balls as I can. And I have a microphone over my table, which I'll talk about. And so I tried to limit that, some of those for patrons and some for no more of that. It's just once per week, and that's free for everybody on YouTube. You can watch. So I'll start scheduling those. I already talked about the website. I talk about that enough. You guys know what it is, shortstoponpool.com. I have gear like this shirt. They're sending me some shirts, some of my new designs. So if you want a shirt that has the SSOP logo, and then you can put your own name or team name or whatever here and on the back, go to shortstoponpool.com. Onboard Sportswear has those jerseys. You can get a T-shirt, you can get a jersey, you can get a long sleeve, and there's 4 different colors. And then the books, the racks, aimers, the bridge mates are all on there. There's a new, this is the bridge mate. You've probably seen, there's videos on my channel, just look for it. But there's videos of me using this. It's an alternative to the regular bridge, and I love it. And the inventor has now come out with one that is taller with a bigger base for shooting over a ball when you've got a ball right here and you got to shoot right over a ball. And that one's going to be available sometime next week, and I'm taking orders for it right now. Some people are already starting to order it online. So go to shortstoponpool.com and you can see it. And then all my other stuff. All right. What else? I think I'm going to put a thing on my website. I don't know where it'll be, but I'll make an announcement. I don't know. Probably on my website, shortstoponpool.com, for suggestions. And so, like you guys just did tonight for videos. So, like if you have an idea, you can go to shortstoponpool.com. It's not there yet, but it will be in the next couple of days. And you'll be able to find the thing, and it'll be a form. Here's the video that I want to see, and you hit submit, and then I'll get it. And I'm probably going to turn on reviews on there too. So there's going to be changes. I've updated my website over this period that I've had off, and it's in a spot now where I can keep revising it. So you can keep checking back. Things will change and improve, and new stuff will be added. Training. I guess I'm not going to do it. I made a video showing my new stuff, and so you can go and watch that. But I'll just tell you, if you look behind you, you can see on the right of the screen is the overhead camera. It's not lined up very well, is it? But anyway, you can see it used to show my floor around it. Now it's black. I've got the 1/2-inch thick foam tiles all the way around my pool table, so that now if I play pool with my shoes, you're not going to hear my shoes scuffing across the floor. Plus, it's a lot more comfortable whether I'm playing with shoes or in socks. And I got carpeting. It's a thin carpet layer on top of the foam. And so that's going to help with the soundproofing, with the echo from the microphone. And they also put a boatload of these acoustic foam tiles on the ceiling. And I got a new microphone, which is in the center of the pool table on the ceiling, right next to the camera that's overhead. So I like that better. I've used this microphone a lot, a wireless microphone, and you clip it to your Pel, but I don't like it. It's a good microphone. It's a great microphone. It's uncomfortable playing with it. And I like the microphone that's in the center of the table and I don't have to think about it. It still has a little echo and I don't know why, because I've got all this acoustical panels and fabric. So I'm still playing with the setting. It's better. It's better than it was. And I think it's good enough for my live streams when I'm doing my straight pool run attempts. So we'll keep working on that. So I've got new flooring, new ceiling, new microphone. I've been watching videos, and I want to tell you about a website. I'm only going to mention it once, and I'm not going to put it on screen because I'm not supported or sponsored by this guy at all. It's just somebody that I found on YouTube and I like. And the guy's name is Dr. K, just the letter K. It's a nickname, of course. He is a doctor. He's a psychiatrist. His YouTube channel is called Healthy Gamer GG. Healthy Gamer GG. And I'm not supported or affiliated with him in any way. I just like him. He's got tons of videos. He's of Indian descent. He studied under gurus in India, and he has a degree from a university in psychiatry. And he relates those two things along with his personal experiences, every topic under the sun having to do with mental health, psychology, those types of things. And all those things, sometimes he addresses your mental attitude for competition. And of course, anything to do with psychiatry can help with that as well. So I just wanted to mention him because I've been watching his videos and I think that's helping me as well. And I've gotten good insights from him. So I thought any of you who are in the same boat, you might enjoy watching some of the things he does. And he makes shorter videos and longer videos. And that's part of my inspiration to do the same thing as well. He'll make 10 to 15 minute long videos, and then he'll have, once in a while, he'll have a video that's 1 to 2 hours long. But he takes topics and dissects them into smaller chunks that you can digest easier. So that's what I'm going to do with that too. Okay, what else? I played in a few tournaments, and I didn't do very well at all. The only tournaments that I can play in as a 670 Fargo are open tournaments here in Phoenix, and 9-ball and 10-ball, which I never practiced 9-ball and 10-ball. So it's still good to go play and get in the competition because you get on that table and at first you're like, you can be nervous and shaking. So it's good to play. And then I'm also playing straight pool league. I didn't think there was any interest in Phoenix in straight pool, but there was a league last year, and the same guy who ran it last year started it up again, and he got like 22 players right off the bat. So I'm in that league. I've played 6 matches. I've gone 4-2. I've won 4 and lost 2. Both of the matches that I lost, I wasn't beaten. I beat myself, if you know what I mean psychologically. So that's a really good thing to experience that in a league where it doesn't matter as much. And you can learn from it, because when I go to the straight pool event with the pros, you better make as much as you can out of the opportunities you get. You can't be beating yourself. You got to play as good as you can. And then if you still lose when you play as good as you can, that means your opponent beat you, and there's no shame in that. That's awesome. That's awesome. So I'm playing in the league, and I so far I haven't made a big deal out of it, and I haven't asked any of my opponents if they want to be live streamed on YouTube. I don't want to, maybe next time, but for the first time, let's just give everybody a break. I will report in YouTube to my supporters and how I'm doing in the straight pool league, but I'm not going to get carried away with that until maybe the next one I'll do that. Anyway, I think that's about it. That's about all I got on my list. I'm back. There's going to be a new video in a couple days about the ghost ball. And then the biggest thing is I have this comprehensive list now. And so I'm going to be able to pick a video from each of the general areas. The general areas I have on here are fundamentals, position play, position and patterns, the mental game, and then specifically straight pool questions. These other ones can apply to any game, 9-ball, 10-ball, whatever. And then I have informative opinion, that's reviews and commentaries and things like that. And then fun videos, I have some ideas for that. And then rack of the week, I'm going to keep going up to 200. Oh, I'll show you something else. And so all of these things, other than the straight pool specific topic, all of these topics are going to be able to apply to any pool game. And I think that's important. Even though my channel is primarily focused on straight pool, and that's my personal goals have to do with straight pool, all of you guys play 9-ball and 8-ball and 10-ball and banks and one pocket. And so do I. And so all the instructional videos that I make are going to apply to those games as well. And I welcome any questions about those games. You want to learn about how to play better 9-ball patterns? Send me a question. I'll make a video on it. So, oh, Silver Q said he had to go. Okay. Anyway, check out the video I made on YouTube. You click that little join thing and it'll tell you, or go to patreon.com and look at the tiers and decide if you want to do that. There will be more videos coming, and there will be a place on my website, shortstopunpool.com, for you to leave comments or questions or suggestions for videos for me to do. And I think that's what I got. I don't see any other new questions. Oh, I made a video about this. This one I will talk about because I was sponsored in the sense that I got this for free from Tanner Pruess. TANNER PRUESS. You can look him up on Facebook. You can look up him on Google and find his website, and you will be able to find his book. Or look on my YouTube channel. I did a reaction video, not a review. I did a reaction video to this book. So he's an excellent instructor, and his book is called Pool Confidence, Confidence and Consistency. And I feel that those are two things that I need. I've been working so hard for the last 3 years just on my physical fundamentals, but these are just as important. How do you run 100 balls? You've got to learn how to be consistent, both mentally and physically, both ways. And that stuff's in this book. This is a good book. So I'm going to be using this to help direct my training as I move forward on my goal to run 200 balls. So you can look forward to seeing one live stream a week at least, where I try to run balls in straight pool, and it will be interactive. I will have portions of the live stream like usual where I just play pool and I don't talk much, but I'll also talk about the racks, and I will check the chat just like before, and we can talk interactively. And then I'm at 40,000 YouTube subscribers. 40,000. I'm blown away. I can't believe it. So we're heading for 50, and the goal is 100,000. I'd like to get to 100,000 just to see if I can. Again, I don't know what I'm doing right to see the growth keep on going, but I'm working on it, and I'm trying to learn more about how to run the channel professionally and produce and publish the videos professionally. So I'm trying to get better. Peter Senna, my high run is 151. I have run, I'd have to bring up the spreadsheet because I forgot. Let me take a look real quick here. I have run over 100 balls. Where is it? Oh, where'd it go? I'm trying to find, I've got it in a spreadsheet file here. Where is it? No, I can't find it. Over 20 times, 21 or 22 times. It's taking forever for my spreadsheet to load. Yeah, my high run is one. Oh, the camera just quit. Why'd the camera quit? Oh. Is it back yet? I think the camera's back, but I'm not sure. Is it back? Can you guys hear me? Okay, the camera got locked up for a second. It's about time for me to go. My high run's 151. I've run over 100, I think 22 times now. And just a couple of weeks ago, it was the first time ever that I ran 100 balls just twice, 2 days apart. And so if I want to be competitive in Florida, I've got to be able to run 100 balls once a week, at least, preferably more often than that. And so I'm at the point now, I'm ready to begin my training in earnest. And I'll be talking about that on my blog if you're a member of Patreon or YouTube. And I will be posting my results, performance review, and my numbers as I try to run 200 balls. But more important than running 200 balls is running 50 balls consistently. That or not, I'll have to say it, the most important thing is not ending a run on a miss. That's it. So when I'm trying to set a run, I'm doing a live stream and I'm trying to run 200 balls. I might go for a crazy shot if I have to, but I will announce, hey, if this was during a tournament, I'll play safe. So, and at that point, that's legitimately where the run should end. And that's okay. What you don't want to do is end your run on a miss. If your run ends on a safety, that's good. If your run ends when you reach your goal, that's good. If the run ends on a fluke scratch or a fluke not getting a shot, I mean, that sucks, but that happens, and it's not nearly as bad as ending your run on a miss. But that's my focus, quality straight pool. That you can't. My goal is to run 200 balls, but that's the goal. The way you run 200 balls is to focus on playing quality straight pool, which isn't going to be a 200 ball run all the time, but it'll be quality. You have a 50 ball run that ends on a safety when you don't miss. That's perfect. You can't do better than that. The only way you get the longer runs is when you're really getting good break shots, and the break shots are opening every single time. And so there's a lot of luck that goes into that. Anyway, I think you understand. All right. Any other questions? I'm going to sign off. It is time for me to go. And I'm going to play pool. I should do a live stream, but I'm not going to. It'll be next week. Next week, I'll be starting those things. So look for sometime Monday. I will schedule the live stream. You can always see it under the live tab at my YouTube channel when the live stream has been scheduled, and you can click on the notify button and it'll tell you when it is, and it'll give you a notification. So if you're out and about doing something, it'll beep on your phone and let you know that I'm about to go live. So look for those. Oh, I wanted to show you one last thing. One last thing. Where is it? Image right here. Check this out. Look at that. Is that the whole thing? I think that's the whole thing. Those are all of the thumbnails. Wait a minute. Let me look at the screen real quick. Yeah, number 1. That's from number 1 to 168. Those are all the thumbnails for every Rack of the Week video that I've made. And I'm up to like number 178. So I've got to add 10 more. So I'm going to go to 200. And I might make a poster out of it. It'll be 10 wide and 20 tall. 200 videos. 200 Rack of the Week videos. And it'll be a poster. Does anyone have any interest in buying that? I'll probably make a poster and put it up on shortstoponpool.com for anyone who wants to buy it. I think it's kind of cool. But man, if you want to learn straight pool, there's some homework for you. And one of these days, I'll probably do a review on some of my earlier ones. Like do a review on like 10 or 20 of them at a time and just comment on what I like about them and how my thinking has evolved. Because this is almost 3 years. Yeah, it is over 3 years because 52 Rack of the Week, one a week, so 52 a year, so that's 150. So I've been at it for a little over 3 years. Isn't that something? How do you accomplish big tasks? A little at a time. That's my goal for my YouTube channel now, a little at a time, so I don't get stressed out. So that's what you can expect. All right, I'm signing off. Thank you for tuning in, you guys. Go check out Patreon and the join button and look for my scheduled live streams. And in the next couple of days, maybe even tomorrow, you're going to see a video on the ghost ball. And then I'll start working on the next video on my topic. I'm going to make shorter videos so that I can produce them more often and be more interactive with you guys. And I hope you like that. Okay, thank you for watching. I'm signing off. Have a good night. And thank you very much for your support. Your support, the support options, the perks on Patreon and YouTube are going to stay on. I will not be turning them off again. So if you join, you're going to be on there. Thank you very much. Bye.